I have a huge announcement for you guys, but before I get into that, I just want to say I've been an online arbitrage and a wholesale seller for the last 3 years, and I've done $1 million in sales every single year, but my plan right now is to pivot. And no, I'm not gonna completely shut down my online arbitrage and wholesale business. I'm 100% gonna keep that running. I have the teams and the systems in place, but my plan is to keep it at 1 to 2 million per year, and I'm pivoting into something bigger. About 2 weeks ago, I invested in a private label mentorship, and I formed an LLC with my partner, Eric. He is a little bit more quiet on socials, but he's gonna make a big name for himself. His name is Eric Does Biz on Instagram if you wanna check him out. But we are creating a supplement brand in public. I will be posting all about that on Instagram and YouTube, so if you want to stay updated on that journey, definitely tune in. We have started to narrow down the ingredients. We've selected 4 different ingredients that we're going to put in this supplement, and we're just looking to put together a name for it. So that's really where we are at now, and then once we have that name, we're going to start working on packaging, design, and then the manufacturing aspect of it. You're probably asking yourself, why am I transitioning into private label? Private label is the hardest thing to start. It requires a lot of money. These gurus make it sound like it costs $1,000 to start, but in reality, we are investing about $40,000 into this brand. And if you don't know what private label is, essentially you're putting together a brand from scratch. You're taking a product, you're putting your name on it, and you're selling it to the public. Now, private label might be super difficult, but what intrigues me the most is the fact that you can sell this business for millions of dollars. My goal is not to sell the company, but just the idea and seeing the inspiration of people like Rob Oliver, who sold his brand Genius for $30 million, just intrigues me so much. And the thing about online arbitrage and wholesale is it's great for cash flow. It's great as a first business for anyone who doesn't have experience to start out. But I think once you learn how Amazon truly works, and if you've been in this ecosystem for years, I think it's time to start your own brand. And you're seeing a lot of these other people in the space who did online arbitrage, wholesale. Now they're starting to build their brand, but the difference is they're not building it in public. I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to fall on my head. But I know that if I build this in public, I am going to really show you guys exactly how the journey looks and how you can do it for yourself. Another question you're probably asking yourself is why supplements? Supplements are one of the hardest things to start on Amazon because there's a lot of extra steps. You got to go through FDA and all these different things. The reason supplements is the best is because, one, the barrier of entry is a lot higher. It gets rid of a lot of these beginners who think they can just build something with private label. And then secondly, it gets rid of a lot of these Chinese companies coming in and destroying different categories because they'll come in at a way lower price and then they'll just actually lose money on a listing just to get theirs to rank. So they're really just like militia with the way they do it, and I want to stay away from that. Not only do supplements have such a high potential, they also have the ability for subscribe and save, repeat customers, and the ability to actually build a loyal brand. And that's what I see, and that's why I see there's the most potential there. The next thing you're probably wondering is, how do we plan to be different? In a sea of supplements where there's tons of different brands, all coming out with very similar products. Now, what we've noticed with our niche and where we plan to launch is there's a lot of pharmaceutical looking blank, vanilla, gross looking products where we can build something that actually looks great and appeals to the masses. Not only do we want the product to look great, we also want the product to actually work. There's so much fluff in the private label space with supplements. There's so many cheap crap options that don't work. We want to actually make something that works and looks cool as well. The next thing you're probably wondering is, how do we plan to scale it, being this is such a competitive space? We are obviously going to leverage Amazon because they have millions of customers where we can get the product in front of them. But the different angle that we're doing that most people will not be doing is TikTok Shop. Now, TikTok Shop is booming. There are people and brands that are making millions of dollars in their first few months on this platform. Now, obviously, we might not hit $1 million in the first few months, but we can build a true sustainable brand and also drive traffic to Amazon and then get more and more sales on Amazon as a result result of TikTok marketing. Now, I know it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a long journey, but I'm really excited to build it in public with you guys. And hopefully a year or two from now, I have $1 million brand to show for it. And then you guys are really gonna see a deep dive into the journey. And I wanna inspire every single one of you to start that private label journey, because trust me, the sky is the limit with private label. You can become a millionaire with one single brand. If you wanna stay tuned on this journey, you can definitely help me out by clicking that subscribe button, following me on Instagram, and liking and commenting on this video. Hope you guys got some value from this, and I'll see you on the next one.